decided and let's get in this jalopy for a little bit. Something a little bit different today. So I am in Hyundai i40, not a Merc. Long story short, I used to daily this car before the Merc was back on the road, and then it's been sitting on my mum's driveway for months. So what I am going to do is I want to trade it up. So I've got to do a few things to it. My mum's been driving it the last couple of weeks because her Mercedes has been in the garage. So right now we're off to the unit. KM exhausts, big up every time. We've got to do a few things to it. One of the things I've got to do is, well, both front wheel bearings, but luckily I've got just hub replacements, brand new, suspension off, drive shafts out, and 4 bolts, new bearings in. And then I've got to do a clutch as well on it. So I've got a three-piece clutch kit to fit. It's be a pain in the arse. I haven't done one of them in ages. I think one of the most important things is, check this out. I don't know if you can see it. Here you are. Right. So let's press the brake. Nothing. Nothing. That is not slowing down. In other words, I've got no brakes. So I have to put my foot to the floor to actually bring it down, which is sketchy as hell. And it's happened to me last year when I was driving the car, and it was just a corroded split brake line. So I'm hoping that it's the same again, but it's on the other side. When I checked the car over the other day, looking at it on Mum's driveway, there was a bit of brake fluid on the driver's side rear. So hopefully it's somewhere I can access easily and just make up another pipe for it. Right, okay, now what's that? 1, 2, 3 things I've got to do, and then the 4th thing. Why no squirt? She don't squirt. So I've got another motor. Hopefully that'll sort that out. But yeah, bit of a day today. If I get time, I'm going to fix the fog light on the passenger side as well. Front fog light. Long story short, pheasant dislocated the fog light at about 70 miles per hour. It's been like that for ages. But yeah. I do want to get rid of these tints as well, because that for fitting, like, I don't know if you can see it, but the tints are, they're bad. I'm not going to say who fitted them, but some people who just don't get to tint your windows. So yeah, today should be a fun day and a long day. I do like this drive, but when I've got brakes, it's a very pretty, beautiful bit of road around here. Look at the weather today as well, like, I can't wait till summertime. Oh my days, Fred. Fred, what are you doing? This is a mix. YouTube, don't ban my content for playing this, come on. Yeah! How most roads go like left and right, this one goes left, right, up and down. Look, Flipping hell. Car. This is one road that the Mercedes absolutely hates. So we've got 90-degree lefts, 90-degree rights, 90-degree downs and 90-degree ups. Mental road this. Jesus. See what's going on in the garage today. Got this old roller. Gangster old thing. Is it Rolls Royce or is it Bentley? It's a Bentley. I thought it was a Rolls Royce because I see that on it. Obviously it's not. That's cool for me. They don't like it here though. And we're on the ramp already. As you can see, we have absolutely no brake fluid in there. What we have got is brake fluid here, gear oil. There is a seatbelt in there as well for the passenger rear. 2 wheel bearings. And the clutch kit. Let's get going. So, see that bolt there? That's a pain in the arse to get off. Very limited space because of the fuel tank. So I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to cut it and just reroute it. So I'm going to just go over. Hang on a minute. I'm going to go like over it instead of into that clip because it's a bit hard to get that bolt out. It's rounded off. 10mm don't go on it. 9mm there's not enough space to smash on. As you can see, this side has been done before by somebody else and they've just rerouted it as well. So yeah, let's get going. So this on the tray's never been off in its life. Snapped 2 bolts already. They're all bloody stiff, they are. That one's rounded. God, they're all rounded. Let's see if this can snap off as well. Nope, just rounded. Ah, great. That's another one. They're all gonna snap. Great. Brakes are off. Flipping strut bolts out. Let's see if this is gonna come off now. Doubt it. Oh, hello. The easiest one that's come out in one. Flip's sake. There we go. See how wide you are to get out now. You're gonna be fun, aren't you? Oh, beautiful. I bet my finger was covering that. Did that come off? A dream. Look at that. That was probably the easiest job so far. Thing's crusty as hell. And even the up nut. Look at that. Beauty. Surprised that's actually come through. Because everything's been giving me a headache so far on this. Now to try and on it. Oh, great, it should really undo that first. It would be nice if I had like a tripod. I think I need a tripod. Something I need to invest in. Please don't snap. Oh, didn't snap. That's good. Everything else is. Please don't snap, please don't snap, please don't snap. Oh, bloody, come on. Oh, beautiful. That is what we like to see. So now you go back in there. No, you go back in there. You're loose as a goose, that's what I need. A little bit more play. Well, that weren't too bad. Got that bit of drive shaft out. Without even having to undo the bottom ball joint in the end. Also, was going to change the wheel bearing. I was hoping it's going to be a hub replacement, but they've sent us the wrong ones, so I'll have to do that another day, and it's going to have to be a pressing. While I'm here, I'll show you. Matt sorted out for me, so that's sorted. Just got to test it out, but it should be fine. It's good enough. There was no point doing the whole line. Like, that's perfectly fine. This one is fine, isn't it? It's turning. It is trying to slip. But it's alright. Because it snaps. Don't need that. It's only a retaining screw. You can't get a ratchet or a gun behind it. Love these things. Just clean.
What have you got stripped out there?
Drive shaft's out on that one, the other side.
Yeah.
Nah, I haven't got it out of the gearbox yet. I need that battery to charge. It's tedious. But hey, grateful I get to use a ramp. What the hell? You want some of that? Breaks all right though. Wind is coming off. There we go. That weren't as easy as the other side. There's another one. No snappy. Dugga. Oh, lovely. Love it when it comes off as it should be. Where's my wacky gone? There. Go the wrong side. Ah! Another dugga. That's a spinny. It's got a bit of grippy on it. That's the wrong size, isn't it? That is the wrong size. Okay, I'm back. Let's go. Try again. Maybe that wasn't the wrong size. Oh, right size. That's the wrong size though. There we go. Might need a bigger hammer for this. There we go. That's how we do it. Back with them out. Power in the bay, pipe out the turbo, battery out, battery tray out, and I'm charged again as well. Lovely. Look how much easier that makes life. Is that it? Is that one? We'll find out. That airbox out as well. Yeah, we got a couple of 10mm to do. So none of us can undo this linkage there. So what we're going to do is we're going to take it off by the bracket. But we are getting somewhere. So that's undone. It's now loose. As you can see, we have wiggle with it. That's what we needed. This one here come off all right. This one here, it's got like a retaining like bit in it in here, and yeah, we just can't get access to it to undo it. So bracket off. Oh, we're doing bits now. There's the two of them. Awkward, I left the torch up the top. It's alright. That bolt is pretty loose, but it doesn't come out, which should be fine. Let's keep doing this one. There's two there. There'll be more. Another one here. Yes, that's what we're talking about. Come on, boy. Right, box is off. Old release bearing off, new release bearing in. Get the actual clutch out now. So let's crack on and get this done as quick as possible. New clutch lined up and in. It's just got to dugger it up properly now. We're flying through bits now. Gearbox is on, ECU back on, battery back on. We'll do the airbox in a minute after we've bled it through and everything. Now it's just a matter of putting the suspension back on. And the brakes, well, put the brakes back on and bolt all this back up. Brakes are bled, now just about to bleed the clutch. Brakes feel good, a lot better, definitely well needed. Let's get this clutch bled now. Didn't expect to be saying this, but day 2. It wasn't supposed to be a day 2, but yeah, we were bleeding that clutch yesterday for about 2 to 3 hours. It was a nightmare. I think everything's got to come back off now. So here's my Uber. So what I was saying before I jumped in the Uber, I'm meeting Matt at the petrol station on the A16. He had to drop me off here yesterday. Kelly had to pick me up from here because it's a bit far out for him just to come over it, just to drop me off where I live. So yeah, meet him up here, jump back in the van, head back over to the unit, get that gearbox off again, and I think what we're going to do, we're going to swap the slave cylinder over. And hopefully it's just a 40 slave cylinder, but yeah, we were bleeding it. We tried all different processes of bleeding that. Them Hyundai clutches. You know what? I don't even want to do a clutch anymore. I don't want to do a clutch ever again. And today, I was supposed to be taking the Merc down to Hitchin to my other mate's unit, AJS, Jay Sargent's unit. Big up him every single time, because we was going to be doing a gearbox service on that. And I would have done the gearbox service on the Mercedes at our unit here at KM, but you need a special computer to do the service to get the oil up to temperature. So I want to hope that I can squeeze that gearbox service in before I go for mapping next week. I don't think I'm going to be able to, but we'll see what we can do. Is this him here? Yeah, here he is, Oi, oi. Right, 5 minutes in. We've got everything back out. All I've got to do is just undo the hydraulic line again, gearbox mount out again, and see what we can get done. Tried bleeding it again this morning, tried reverse bleeding it again, not happening. So yeah, fingers crossed, fingers crossed. This one's awkward. I don't think you can see it too well, this one here. Got to put a wobbly on a wobbly on a wobbly just to get at it. I've loosened it, so it's coming out by hand now. I think, how do they even think to design some motors how they do? Right, it's them two out, and I've got to get underneath and get that one from the bottom. Oh great, look who's got to lay on all the brake fluid. You can always do the smart thing, instead of laying on it, just lift the ramp up. But you know, sometimes we just don't think like that, do we? No. just don't think like that every time. It was a 14mm and I left it up the top. So let's try again. Hidden bolt. The hidden bolt. Kill me. Kill me now. It's ready to come off. Clutch on a Hyundai. Done it all yesterday. Didn't work. So gearbox back off. Put the old slave cylinder back in and hope that it was just a faulty new slave cylinder. But the gearbox is ready to come back out again. All of this I've done in an hour and 40 minutes. Like, I'm at the point now, I'm just waiting for the lads to become free so we can lift the gearbox off. Right, am I ready for this? New little washer motor plugged in while I'm waiting for the lads. Let's see how wet I'm gonna get. Well, I got soaked. Floor got soaked. Got a new washer motor in. We've got the gearbox back off now. So we just gotta check everything is alright, I guess. But everything looks alright, that's the thing. I'm just waiting for Matt to finish what he's doing over there. He's just bolting bits up and then he's gonna come and just double check everything for me. Filthy. What a job. The gearbox is back off. Clutch back off. Slave off. See if we can figure out what's wrong with it or put the old slave back in, because we know that slave works fine. Right, we've ended up putting the old clutch back in. Basically, the Napa clutch that we got, oh, why are you zoomed in so much? The Napa clutch that we got, there's a 3mm difference in thickness to clutch overall. So what we think has happened is, because it's not an LUK would do original fitment clutch, Napa have done their own copy and they expect you to put an aftermarket flywheel on, and we've still got the OEM flywheel, which is why it won't engage, because there's that 3mm difference, or it won't disengage the clutch. So yeah. But it's all back together now, and albeit a bit messy, but it works. So let's just take a little test drive. I just want to go and get my car back. This has been one of the biggest headaches I've had to deal with. As you can see, I'm in the Hyundai, it's driving. It's not too bad with the old original worn out clutch, but that Napa clutch should have worked. I don't understand why they would make it to not work. Everything we've done is correct, because as soon as we put this one back in, bled it one time, it was fine. It was working as it should. On top of that, for some reason, now I've got no headlights. So I'm glad it's daytime. I'm driving over to my car because I want my car back. Let's go jump in the Mercedes. Right, put that back. Get back in mine. Let's go. Much rather be in this. Oh, that's better. Oh, God. I think I might have mentioned earlier that something about OEM flywheel with Napa clutch, which is the reason why it didn't fit. But thinking about it, that can't be true. It can't be that. So I'm just going with a faulty part. But I've decided as well, like, I don't want to fit another Napa clutch onto it, just in case. And an LUK clutch is obviously what a genuine dealer would fit, or similar, exact same specs. I'd rather get that. I'd rather get an LUK clutch and fit that. So when it comes around to it, part 2 will be fitting an LUK clutch and the correct wheel bearings, because I don't know if I've mentioned it or not, but I got sent the wrong wheel bearings. That's what happens when you buy stuff online. You can't exactly just go over to your local supplier that you bought your parts off and instantly get the correct part, because you've got to send it back, wait for another one, or wait for a refund to then buy the correct part. Like, I'm not made of money. I don't have much money whatsoever. Hence why everything that I do is bit by bit. Some people are on a strong income and they can do that. Like, I'm not. I'm a normal person. I don't make a lot of money. Do what I can, you know. Used to make a lot of money, but I don't make a lot of money anymore. It is what it is. But yeah, I think like the main reason why I'm so pissed off about it, like fitting the wrong clutch, fitting a faulty clutch, is because the Mercedes was supposed to be down at AJS Performance in Hitchin, getting the gearbox service done, but I've had to cancel that today, and it's double annoying because I am getting mapped on Friday, which is a few days away now. I'm not going to get a chance to get it. I'm not going to get a chance to do the gearbox service and get it mapped. So I'm just going to have to get it mapped with the gearbox oil that's in it, and then do the gearbox service after. So I'm still going to tell MSL, send it, like, let's see what we can get out of it. I'll drive it cautiously until I to get the gearbox service done, and then I'll know that everything's going to be sweet. It's going to be all right once the gearbox service is done. But yeah, it is what it is. At least I'm back in my car now. Don't like. You know what? Like, I do like that Hyundai. I do. It's a good car. MPG in it. Average is 60 MPG. Like, that's mental. 58 to 60 MPG average. And it would do 70, 73 MPG if you really try. But there you go. It is what it is. What can you do? Just accept the loss. Like, there's a couple of things that I did fix on it. Fixed the fog light bracket. Fixed the brake line. The washer jets. So, tiny pros with a big loss, a big negative. But it is what it is. You know, you live and you learn. I don't like doing clutches in the best of times. And I've done a clutch. I've done it. So, I know I can do it. But massive, massive, massive thank you to all the boys at KM Exhausts in Frisbee. Like, they're legends. Like, they've become more than just like mechanics that I'll use or my fabricator. Like, Matt's like more than my fabricator now. Like, Matt he's a mate. I can happily say Matt's a mate. Happily. But yeah, it is what it is. But now, back in my car, let's roll. And there's a beautiful rainbow, if you can see it, over there. Let's get home, nice and safe.